Okay, everybody, we have a special treat today. This is right out the gate, absolutely not for CEUs. Today is just a way of saying thank you because y'all, about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, we hit 1.5 million downloads on First Bite. And that's 1.5 million downloads in over 100 different countries. And Aaron and I are just overwhelmed by the joy and the love and the fact that you go on this nerd venture with us like every single week. Or, I mean, every other week when we may or may not hit the submission deadlines in time because life. Reality. So, anywho, we thought we would do a super fun behind the scenes. And to kick it off, we have the goose, the bear, and the oh so fine Mr. Dawson Love. So, Goose Danger Dawson, why don't you say hi?
Hi, I am Goose, and here's Bear, the crazy person.
Boo Boo, come here, come say hi.
Hi, bye.
And Daddy, come say hi, Mr. Dawson.
Hi.
And Daddy is out. Okay, so Goose and Bear, wait, we thought Miss Erin was going to ask you a question or two, and then you can roll. So Miss Erin, wait, don't put the letter opener. Get that down. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay.
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 First question. Bear, you do the best explaining. Well, let's ask you an easy one. What's your favorite color?
Blue,
Goose, what's your favorite color?
dark green, or camo.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Tacos or pasta?
Oh, which kind of pasta? Because I make a lot of pasta.
Don't worry, no one sees you on the video.
It depends.
What's your favorite food?
Did you say?
Or the tuna salad.
I do make good tuna salad. Bear, you're computing. What do you think?
Turkey and cheese sandwich.
Turkey and cheese sandwich. And how does your mom make it? That you
Toasted.
Really like? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me, what does she do with the bread?
Puts it on the stove.
Yeah, but what does she put on the bread that makes it go into the
butter.
cracks? The
Butter.
butter that helps make it really like smooth and soft.
Yeah, you like it with extra butter on both sides and then pan seared because you bougie like that. My sweetness.
Well, I never asked for that, so.
Oh, really? How many times a day do you say, can I have a turkey cheese, but you have to make it hot?
Yeah. I don't understand what that means.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your favorite feast? What do you call dinner? Like when it's a big meal, you call it a feast. But what's your favorite memory of a feast? Like mine is Sunday. Thanksgiving's your favorite?
Not Thanksgiving.
Okay. Goose.
Especially because I don't like eating steak, so.
Who eats steak for Thanksgiving?
Grandfather makes steak on Thanksgiving, and the boys are like, no.
I'm mostly like, no.
Yeah, we're not a big beef family. Okay, Bear, I want you to come here and do an explanation. I want you to explain to us how people swallow.
Come a little closer. Don't worry, they won't be able to see you on the camera.
Yeah, they can't see you on the camera.
For us.
Yeah, they can only hear you. So you have to speak loud so they can hear you. Explain how you swallow.
Well, whenever you eat, when you pick it up, take one bite and two. But when it starts to feel weird, just make it feel better by swallowing. Just like do it immediately, and then it'll go through your throat down to your stomach, which takes about, I think, 5 to 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes into acid, goes through your intestines, and then you poop it out.
The entire process takes about 1 to 2 days.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And just one tiny little thing can take like 3 hours for it to digest.
Yes.
In your stomach. Yes. Yes. Okay, Goose, how often should you poop?
At least maybe once or twice a day would be.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like just about 14 times a week as a hopefully maximum.
I would
sometimes
say,
minimum.
this is my calendar.
Okay.
I poop once a
great.
day.
Yep.
And
Yes, you do.
Do you poop in the morning or at night?
Depends.
Afternoon. Well,
Afternoon.
Yeah, it depends.
Afternoon poop. Okay.
and
After school.
After school.
pee just once or twice.
What?
He won't pee at school, and we hold it all day long.
And then once he comes in the house, he's like,
People
And
people say you have to like hold it in, but there's always something that we have to do, so I can't just.
And you don't like to interrupt people.
no, he doesn't.
Now, Goose, if someone doesn't poop, but like every 3 days, what should they do?
One,
Push it.
What did you say?
Push it.
Okay, so we should push it out. Yep.
So what would your mom say that they should do if your mom is seeing a kid and they're not
either
pooping on?
try to poop or maybe schedule an appointment with the doctor for possible constipation.
Up top. High five.
And my biggest record is one time I didn't poop for a whole week.
Yeah, you were at grandparents' house.
I didn't know why.
You didn't.
Probably because you didn't eat much food.
And you had poop anxiety. You don't like to poop when it's not at your toilet.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Now, Goose, if somebody asks you, what does your mom do? What do you tell them?
Speech language pathologist, SLP, or
Teaches baby how to talk
that too.
or
Mhm.
eat.
Or eat?
Mhm. What do y'all think Miss Erin's job is?
I think the same thing as mom's, except she's also a nurse.
Oh,
I hear you talk about hospitals a lot, so
see, I do work in a hospital, yeah. But I'm not a
something
nurse.
like that.
You're
Yeah.
not a nurse.
But I see the kids that are in the hospital.
But she's a
Okay,
student.
something like that.
A difference is
Social credit.
student teacher.
I'm
No,
actually not
she's
a student
not a
anymore.
student
Yeah,
anymore.
I've been
Oh.
a student for like 5 years.
Okay, wait. Trick question.
gosh.
How old is Miss Erin?
In her 20s.
Calculating.
I think it was like 23.
Are you not sure?
You're so full of shit. Oh, okay. Bear?
Oh, here, I'll give you a math problem. When I met you, you were 2,
And how old were you?
and I was 20.
Math is hard.
23.
29.
29.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do I look 23?
That's baby
Mostly,
math.
Great.
That's-
Thank you so much, Goose.
That was partially 5K math, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was learning about that in 5K.
Now, Bear, I think also that people would really like to hear because your mother has written a book and they know all about the book that she's written. But what book are you reading?
About my hamster.
Mm-hmm. And what's it called?
Mom, I haven't even finished it. I don't know.
Dr. Bubba versus the world!
Well, I was gonna
Goose
call
really loves
I was
I
gonna
think
call
that-
it that, but I'm not even finished with the book. I'm only on page 1 to I think like 11.
But
Okay.
that's a lot.
But no,
That's
13.
I kept
13.
1,000 words,
Four-
though.
4,000 words.
4,000.
Okay.
Page 13.
Okay. All right. Can you tell them about your hamster? What is his name?
Dr. Bubble Butt.
Oh, wow. That was
Mhm.
right in sync, wasn't it?
And
Takes like I can't speak until I say her name. No backs.
mom power. Whoosh, Goose Danger Dawson. Okay. Who is responsible for cleaning the cage?
Me.
Yes.
Him.
Goose.
Uh-huh. Because mom doesn't do it. What's the
And
motto?
you know why I want to keep the hamster in my room? Because I'm the only person that cleans
Hey,
his
I
cage.
clean his cage too.
I
100 them.
gotta call Bumpkus on that. You actually don't.
Well,
You
I-
do feed him though.
I do.
You
feed him.
only
I
do
want
like
him.
100 of it.
Goose,
Okay.
I can keep him in my room. I earn that pet. Dude. I
do
it.
know.
Okay, tell everybody how you earned the hamster.
I'm keeping my clean room for 3 months.
Your room clean. Which surprisingly, Dad said that, not expecting to
And they didn't
actually
happen.
keep it clean
They
for 3 months.
they
because he
didn't-
couldn't even keep it clean for an hour.
They guess what? So after they said that, they were not really planning on saving up their money because they knew I couldn't really do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
so we had
Mom
to
did
wait.
that.
And then guess what? I did it, so they had to pay when they didn't even.
But he
save
actually
up.
kept it clean for, what was it? Oh yeah, 4.5 months. Why? Because it took Mom like a month and a half just to find the monies.
Yes, we had to put it in the budget. It was $150. That was not budgeted. Okay, wait. Pack Dawson spends a lot of time talking about our budgets. Sometimes we have funny money, and sometimes we don't have funny monies. And then we found out that Aunt Squat pays for their cousin Sammy Sam to get good grades. Do you guys get monies for getting good grades?
No.
No, why?
because she expects us to get really good grades.
Now, if we did, I could buy that $70 hamster cage, which only I am saving up for.
Yes.
However,
Also,
he is not.
also accurate. Okay.
I'm like, if I paid partially all my money, we could buy it, but I'm not doing
I just
that.
need $36 spare.
Okay, so you guys have to do extra chores. Because do you get paid? Whoa. Pack Dawson rules. Do you get paid for regular chores?
No.
Why?
Because that's pretty much easy. We're grown up.
And plus, like school grades, we're expected to do them.
That is right.
Yes.
Because you're part of Pack Dawson, and mommy is the mommy and not the
Maid.
Thank
So
you.
Stay with me.
Oh, wait, I have a question.
I got an A+.
Wait, Miss Erin has a question.
What's your memory of when you met me?
Ooh.
Remember, it doesn't go that far back.
Let's. I'm calculating.
What's your first memory of Pack Dawson plus Erin?
Still, my memory doesn't go that far back.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but like, so what do you remember first? What are things we did that you remember? I remember we went to the zoo that one time and Bear dressed as Bat Bear
Yes.
at the whole zoo.
Don't touch your brother's face. Yes.
Why?
Okay, so wait, tell us. Wait, the chairs on wheels. Don't wheel me out.
And I went to Goose's Christmas thing.
What?
Oh, yeah, that Christmas pie that I had.
Your mommy and me
My brain
day.
doesn't go that far back.
It's okay.
Okay, so tell us what is one of your favorite memories when we get into mischief with Miss Erin.
Greenville.
Greenville.
We went to
totally.
Greenville and you
Down-
stayed at my hotel.
Partially
Apartment?
downtown. yes. And they even had a cool pool.
Except, you know what happened? Miss Sam walked with us and then we put her into labor.
Oh yeah, we did. We did put Miss Sam into labor. Did I not tell you you're
You
going
did.
to go
Get
into
back to the
labor?
point.
Oh, what is the point? I'm sorry, we have to get back to the point.
Greenville is awesome.
What are we really talking about?
Greenville's awesome.
Yeah, what we're really talking about. We got into a whole conversation about
This is what we're doing,
This
yeah.
is what we're doing.
Okay.
We're just talking about things because, like, it's really fun to. You guys make me laugh a lot. Bear, what do you want to be when you grow up right now? Sometimes it changes.
1 million things. I know a lot.
Okay, but what is the thing that's new that you told me about this week?
Author.
An author, but what else do you want to open?
Runner.
A runner, and you want to open something.
Oh, runner
store.
team. Runner team, yeah. Runner team.
Tea.
Tea. Oh, tea shop.
Yeah, you want to
wanna
open a tea shop.
And then you farted. You said, Mom, I want to open a tea shop. And then you ripped it. And I was like,
You just hit your head on the mirror.
Every time I say tea shop, something happens.
Maybe that's a bad sign.
maybe you shouldn't.
Maybe we shouldn't open a tea shop.
No.
And Goose, what do you want to be when you grow up?
JAG officer.
A JAG officer?
Jack upstairs.
And what does a JAG officer do?
JAG officer deals with legal stuff in the military, and a JAG officer also is a military commander and is responsible for some strategic battle plans.
Do you have to go to law school?
Yes.
Which branch do you want to go for?
Army.
All the way. Hooah.
I think I made a bump
Yes.
on my head.
You
You do have a
did.
bump on
You
your
probably
head
have a
now.
tiny bump.
Mhm.
Okay. So what is, you have everybody listening. What is one thing you want them to know about yourself? You got the whole wide world listening. What do you want to tell the world?
This farts are the stinkiest.
My words are the stinkiest, Goose.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Bear.
You should listen to me sometime.
Okay.
Sure,
All right. So give me another thing. What else do you want the whole wide world to know about
He
y'all?
pukes mostly all the time. He has strep throat.
Yes. Whenever
Okay,
Goose
okay.
gets strep, we do projectile vomit.
Each night.
Well, yes.
Each
But
night.
Now, okay, here's my question. If you were to describe yourself in 3 words, how would you describe yourself? Goose, you start.
we have to talk kind to ourselves, remember?
Hang on, I have a
Dog
crack
wants
on
to
my
come.
foot.
Come here, dog.
This is.
ball?
3 things about myself is 1, I love dogs. 2, I love military planning.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, I like hamsters.
I love that. Okay. You say yours, and then I want to hear 3 words. So, like, I would say that I'm very kind. That would be a word I use. So think about your 3 words. And Bear, you tell me
happy,
3 things.
energetic.
Kind, happy, energetic.
Oh, I love those, Goose.
Those are fantastic.
Those are good. Okay, now Boo Bear Dawson, tell us 3 facts about yourself.
Happy, kind, smelly farts.
Oh my God.
Right now?
I was about to.
Okay, honey, get up and don't fart on your brother's face. Oh, you're stuck. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
I can already smell
Wait. All right, wait. Think of 3 words to describe Miss Erin.
Nice, works all the time, and and nice.
Kind, loves classical movies, and
I don't think that's
10 things I hate about you as a classical movie.
that's happened.
He's
That happened.
and finally,
Disney classics.
Pretty, right? You mean pretty?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, you are on a podcast, baby.
Oh, I've been thinking where you were on.
Yeah, what did you think we were doing, baby?
Nothing, just talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that works too. I love you so
Poor
much.
little boo boo.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about 3 words to describe mommy?
Oh.
Nice, cooks good food,
Okay.
and farts barely anytime.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was gonna say nice, loves to walk, and probably does cook like the best food I've ever had.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Definitely. And I was thinking,
And is vegetarian.
Oh,
I was thinking of opening up a restaurant called Dawson's.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about
Restaurant.
this.
Yes. And then what are we going to cook at Dawson's restaurant?
All the food you make.
Okay, fair. Dog, come here, baby.
Dog feels left
And the
out.
snacks that I make.
Yes, you do make
Dog,
What's your Goose, you love to cook. What's your favorite things to make for people?
My favorite thing to make is either peanut butter jelly bananas, which are really good, and
Peanut butter
then-
jelly bananas.
Yes,
Yeah.
he makes really good.
You've made me
And
peanut
then-
butter bananas before.
And then do you know those like dessert cake shop
I'm so
things?
sorry, dog.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I put jelly and then I put whipped cream and then
you have
I
like a,
just put-
a little
and-
tart.
yeah, and then I put fruits on top.
Yes.
How would
I
you-
love making?
How would we describe
Words are hard,
Describe.
baby. You got it. One more time.
Douglas?
Okay, dog, how would we describe? Did you dog? Oh my God.
That was a big one.
Oh my God, even dog is upset.
The world is watching you.
Oh my God. That was oh my I can
Oh no.
oh God, it's so bad.
Goose, what did you eat?
It was all the cheeseburgers he ate yesterday for Father's
Well,
Day.
it's not like cheeseburgers. That's why I
Okay.
don't like cheeseburgers.
Calm down,
Okay,
dog.
all right. Reaper, all right, 3 words to describe dog.
Punches you in the face whenever you don't pet her.
Okay, that's a sentence.
That's not a word.
Okay.
Very
Like,
stinky farts.
Energetic. That's 3 words.
Energetic.
Energetic,
Needy.
zoomies,
She's a little
and
needy.
a bit
She's very needy.
Needy.
She's ferocious. You're
Ferocious.
deaf from the ankle down, baby. I love
and
you so much.
zoomies.
Oh, she does the zoomies.
Zoomies.
I love dog zoomies.
Zoomies.
And you want to know something funny about her?
What?
So we were walking in the gym at the old house this one time, and dog came in, and we heard a ginormous fart.
And then
she
we all
walked out.
Did you save this video?
Walked out of the
Okay, we'll try and save this
walked
video.
out of the room looking guilty, and
Okay.
then it smelled like
death. It smelled like pure death. Like a
Death.
zombie.
Yeah,
It
sure,
smelled
death.
like a
Like-
zombie.
Goose, now I just got
A
to
zombie
That's why I almost threw up. It's so bad.
Do not smell her. Dog. Do not
Dog
worry.
is like, don't talk about me. They're not talking about your farts,
Dog,
baby girl. They're
Do
I
you
know-
guys have any questions for us? I know Goose likes to ask questions.
Let me think of a good one that suits my Sarah.
Oh, okay.
okay.
What's your favorite board game?
Oh.
Oh,
I think Clue.
Okay.
a good bear doll.
Then in that case,
I was
we
gonna
just have
pick
a
my
play
nose.
Clue.
Yeah, of course I can teach you how to
Yeah,
play
we have
Clue.
a Clue board game, but we don't know.
we
how
don't
to
know.
play
Also,
Oh.
Goose tries to do Gooser rules.
No, I'll teach you the real rules.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
because we tried once, but it never worked.
Yeah.
It did not work
Girl,
well.
Good, you're a good girl. You're
Bear, do you have any questions?
Mom, what is your favorite board game?
Okay, Mom's favorite board game.
Dog licked my mouth.
Well, you put
Favorite
dog.
board
You put his mouth in front of you.
Guess who? I love Guess Who.
Ooh, that's
Because I like the sound of the things when they click
Let's move
down.
on.
Mm.
It's
That's
very
awful.
satisfactory when it goes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There. What
Oh,
about you?
Bear, what's your favorite board game?
I know his least favorite.
Oh yeah, I know my least favorite.
Okay, what is that?
Whenever you like travel around the world, what's it called?
Oh,
Ticket to Ride?
Ticket to Ride.
No,
Horrible.
trekking the world.
Both.
Trekking the World.
Both are
okay.
horrible.
Okay.
Okay.
His second, he's maybe like third least favorite board game is my favorite. Risk. Love it.
No, I love Risk.
Highly endorse the Risk.
Yeah, that's always because we beat Dad, then we beat Mom.
No, I love
Yes.
Risk.
Somehow when we play Risk as a family, Daddy always goes out first. Daddy.
And then,
Because he always
and
chooses
then Mom-
the outmost capital, and then we take him over.
I know.
and then,
I
Mom,
know.
We can get out of the game.
and then Mom always loses. So me and Goose gang up on each other, and then
Yeah, we
beat
gang
Mom.
up and then beat those.
Yes, I am there. I know how that's how you play.
I normally take Europe.
Dog.
Okay.
You're up.
All right.
Okay.
Ask Miss Erin. What
Asia.
other question do you have for Miss Erin? Bear, you ask this time.
What do you mean?
Think of a question. What's something you want to know about or from Miss Erin?
How much farts do girls?
No more farts.
No more fart jokes.
Cutting you off on fart.
Yes.
Girls don't fart.
How many times
No.
do gorillas?
No, girls.
No,
about
no,
me.
About Miss
me.
Erin.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Okay.
What's your favorite quality about mom?
When do you not wear your when do you not wear your glasses?
Okay. Goose asked me a more emotional question, so I'm going to give him a second. Okay. My favorite thing about your mother. Oh, that's tough. I can't think of anything. I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
That is real. That is real.
I'm blushing over here.
My favorite thing about this is my favorite thing about your mom. Your mom does this thing that she didn't realize that she does, where like when people want to talk to your mom and they like get really excited at her lectures, she places her body so that her light like shines other people, so that other people can shine too. She always says, "Shine your light on others," right?
Okay, vice versa for you, Mom. What's your favorite thing about Miss Erin?
I was gonna ask a question.
Oh.
sir.
Okay, we'll get.
My favorite thing about Miss Erin is how deeply she loves and puts emphasis on building relationships. And she has put emphasis on that as long as I've known her. And in all things, whether it be a relationship with a patient and their family or with us and friends or with her family members, she puts extra effort into supporting people. And it's just kind of amazing. Okay.
You have a question, Bear?
You have a question.
So,
Okay.
when do you not wear your glasses? That's
When I forget them.
Oh.
I should wear them all the time. I need to get contacts.
Dog does not understand what is happening.
No, dog.
Sticker a sneeze stuck in
It's
my
okay,
nose.
dog. It's
Oh,
okay.
please don't sneeze on me.
No.
Because
We're
when
having
you
a
sneeze, you
podcast.
sit, and I'm like right down.
It's called a podcast.
Bear, what's your favorite thing about your mom?
Choose wisely, child.
And your favorite thing about me? That I'm pretty, right?
The food you make.
The food I make. That's your
Oh.
favorite thing? Okay.
Okay, well, she puts a lot of love into her food.
I do.
That's how she shows
My
love.
favorite thing about Mom is probably how energetic and happy she is under tough circumstances too.
I love you. Good. And guys, I didn't pay them to say this. This
Wait, what?
is just
Yeah, dog, do you love me too? What's your favorite thing about me?
Let's see. They like classic movies.
You guys don't like those movies.
Do you even like
What
classic
about like
movies?
me? No, you guys, they're not classic. They're just classicer, you know? Like,
That I like how you pet Dogwood because she
What
normally
about-
does not like me petting
do you
her.
like being around me?
Yes.
Oh,
And I don't understand how you can pet Dogwood so neatly. Me, on the other hand, she looks like she's about to bite me right now.
well, that's
My
because
favorite
you
thing-
tried to ride her, and she's 14 pounds, and you can't try to ride her.
I'm not riding her. I'm putting my legs right in between her.
Well, she
Oh my
doesn't
God.
want you to straddle her in any way, shape, or form. All right, wait.
Okay.
I want to hear Goose. What's your favorite thing about Miss
My
Erin?
favorite thing about you is when you almost every time you come over, we always have this great adventure planned, and you always make this great adventure when you come over. So it kind of makes me feel happy because I always love doing those great adventures with you.
I love doing great adventures with you. And I love what I love is our movie nights where we build a
Stay up till
fort
midnight.
and we stay up till midnight and Goose gets really excited.
Which I will totally admit that this weekend, these people stayed up to midnight 2 nights in a row, and Mom was done. Mom went to
Mom
bed.
just fell asleep at like maybe
Yeah.
7.
It was like 10:30, so
Mom,
thank you very much.
Oh, wait. Tell the people what we saw this weekend that Bear said was very inappropriate.
Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Also,
Hey, it's pouring outside.
Squirrel.
Wait, I have something. Can I say my favorite things about you guys?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
My favorite thing about Bear is how creative you are and how you see the world and you see all the beauty in the world. Like you see you find the most beautiful things that I wouldn't even notice. And it makes you very creative in what you do.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing
I have
about Bear
ideas.
is
Oh,
he
I see
always
one
makes people run away when he farts.
No more farts. No more farts.
That is very true.
My
That is very true.
My favorite thing about Goose is that you are very in touch with other people's needs and you really like to take care of everybody and make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah.
You always do that too, yeah.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
both are
mostly
very
at
good.
school. Mostly at
Yeah,
school.
you both are very good at taking care of other people.
I would do that partially every day at school because
And that's why you guys make so many
normally
friends.
everyone gets hurt because the playground was so rough. They have this ginormous slide, a little climbing area. It can hurt whenever you fall.
Okay, so mommy's words of affirmation for you too. Fart McFurting.
That means you.
Okay, so Boo Bear Dawson, I am proud and I love being your mom because 1, you love Jesus. 2, Goose, don't pick your nose.
I'm not.
Oh, sorry. It looks like you're
That's
picking your
2?
nose.
Okay.
Yeah, 2, I love how you ask us to be present with you. How you are learning to define what you need and you ask for it. And that's huge emotional
I
intelligence.
don't really understand.
You say, Mom, how long till I have to move out and go to college? And I was like, 10 more years. And you said we had to put a lot of fun into 10 years to make a lot of
Very
memories.
true.
Very true.
Because, well, actually, that's a lot of time, so that's going to
Yes.
take a while.
But I love that you know how to ask for what you need and you want. And that's huge. Also, you're such a giver. And Goose Danger Dawson, you are just straight out the gate a natural born leader and always have been. And you are patient. When Uncle Matthew comes around and he needs help, or when we're out and a door needs to be gotten and held for a lady or somebody that has their arms full, you jump up and do it. And that is...
Yay!
Yes. Okay.
So can we get back to funny things?
Okay. Y'all go play and Miss Erin and Mommy will go. Or is there any other funny thing you want to say?
Poop.
One more. I remember at the family reunion where everybody was serious taking a picture,
Okay.
and then just before everybody took the picture, Barry yelled out "butthole," and the entire family started like laughing.
And then
all
after
this.
that, when they said someone said start over, and then Dad was like poop.
Dad did say poop. And then we wonder where the fart jokes come from. Thank you,
Mhm.
Dad's
Daddy.
blood.
Dad's blood. Yeah, you got that.
Dad's
Honest enough.
DNA. A lot of it.
Dad's DNA.
That- all that,
Yeah,
like-
there you go. Okay.
Well, we love you.
I love you. We've been dismissed.
Poop.
Poop. Okay, go.
Okay.
Go play.
Pee farts butthole.
Thank you.
Your
Thank-
podcast is only an hour though.
Yeah, we're just going to talk for a little bit more. Goose Danger, can you shut the doors behind you? Thanks, baby. Yeah, sure. Remember, that one doesn't catch all the way, but that's okay. All right? Thank
Thanks,
you.
Goose. Love you.
Love you, boys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Y'all, my sons, the goose and the bear. Huzzah. Oh, my God. Okay, so of all of the episodes we've done,
Okay.
and all the guests that we've had on, what is one of the things you remember the most or love the most that sticks out and you're like, oh my God, that was like an aha moment?
Mm.
And it could be one that hasn't been released yet. Y'all, we've like literally recorded all the way through to October at this stage of the game. But
Kim Barthel is my favorite.
yes,
I love her so much. She'll be on.
July.
In
She comes
July.
out in July. The calendar's somewhere around
She's
here.
an occupational therapist
Mhm.
who, if you don't know her, you should. And we talk all about trauma sensitive practice. I'm taking her 12-hour course right now that she was so kind enough to give Michelle and I, because she's a very giving human.
That was wonderful. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, her company that she lectures through is called Relationship Matters.
Mm-hmm.
So she's very focused on relationship and the neurobiology of relationship, which is really amazing. And I think we do a good job of bringing on so many different voices,
Yes.
because our goal is to shine other people's light. Our goal is not to.
We can't know it all. I mean, guys, when we do this, like, there's no way one single therapist can know everything for every child, nor should we have to, and we shouldn't have to put that pressure on ourselves. But our goal here is there are all of these different experts and their subject matters. And if we can bring the experts, bring their research, if we can bring their passion, and we all grow a little together, then that's it. And I love shining other people's lights. Like there's that Malcolm Gladwell book. Dog is snoring in our lap, laying on both of us. There's that Malcolm Gladwell book, The Tipping Point, I think it is, where he talks about like the magpies, the connector. And that, it has some great qualities and some not so great qualities. But like, I truly feel like that's my superpower, is connecting people and connecting ideas to help put joy and evidence into the world. Yeah.
I think that, and we're just very grateful to be able to meet all these people.
Yes.
On this journey and hear from all these different people and connect. Like, I think that's been the coolest thing I've learned, is like just connecting with people.
Yeah. Yeah. So in October, we have Braco Rhymes with Taco. They're coming on to talk about barium, which on the surface doesn't sound like totally like, okay, it's barium. Yeah. But the physician, Dr. Steven, his total and utter excitement over the different properties of barium. And he was like, yeah, like this one comes from the tree that the giraffe eat, and it comes up with like a different, like how nerd deep level that man went on what he loved. Like, I freaking love that. Like, he got so excited about that.
Yeah.
That one was Michelle Theron, The Friendship Through AAC. That one was one of my favorite, just because I think we come in with the goal of trying to teach language, teach communication, but to go back to your making meaning thought process and, that, why do we need to communicate? Like, one of the huge parts of communication is friendship and making and building those relationships. But to actually go into treating a little, like to go into a session with a mindset that like my job is to help you make a friend. Yeah. It just completely shifts. And that was, man, I love that one. Also, Joan Arvidsson was really freaking cool. She said before we recorded, she goes, I've never done a podcast, but I find you intriguing. I was like, okay. Oh my God, is that good? She was like, yes. I was like, okay. I've been called a lot of things in my life. Intriguing has never been one of them, but that's awesome. Okay, so where do you want this to go? We've done this for 5 years. That's crazy.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Like, wow. Yeah.
Everybody's got a podcast now,
Yeah.
All the podcasters know it's true though. Everybody, like, it's so cool. I mean, I love to listen to people. I'm a podcast listener as well as a podcaster.
Wait, what's your favorite podcast?
I have a large variety. Ologies is one of my favorites if I just want like information. So there's flies everywhere.
Yes. Ologies by Allie Ward. Allie Ward, we love you.
I love Glennon Doyle's podcast.
Yes.
She's the writer of Untamed. And then I love reality television. So I love like a good, like Two Chicks in the Office is like a funny pop culture podcast. Okay. And then I'm trying to think what else. I like dating podcasts because I'm really bad at it. So I just try to get some assistance.
I'm just saying, whoever you do bring home has to pass muster through your dad and your stepdaddy and your sister and all of the Dawson menfolk. And that will be, God help them all.
And Sam.
Oh, Sam. Yeah.
She'll be the toughest, I think.
I don't know. Goose is very protective. Goose. Okay, so Pac Dawson loves Atlas Obscura. The boys love Atlas Obscura. That's their favorite podcast. And they're short. They're like 15-minute time spans. But they pick like this random spot in the map and then they roll with it. And you got me turned on to Ologies. I like Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, you just like the voice.
Well, he's my second favorite astrophysicist.
I forget that you have favorite astrophysicist.
They're a thing. But I love him because he picked like a top like hyperspace or string theory or it just what forms or what could be on the other end of a black hole, like different topics. And then they like walk you through it and they pull on really, really cool other astrophysicists or it's just wonderful. Also, they have a comedian sidekick whose name I always forget, so forgive me. And 99% Invisible with Roman Mars, brought to you in beautiful uptown Oakland, California. I love him. He's great.
Okay.
But it's the history of design of everything. Like what makes the pink is pink? what is the inherent sexism in the layout of roadmaps, like to get men from point A to point B the fastest, but it takes like so much longer to get to elementary school and like the why behind that. It's just, oh, dog.
I know, babe.
Oh, Cookie, come here. Come here.
I'm
Oh,
comfy
guys,
now.
dog isn't doing great. See, we are.
Leave your ball. You
It's
just need to
fine.
rest. It's
Yes. Her heart is finally catching up with her.
fine.
Yes.
Well, where I want it to go, I think we should just keep doing it.
Yeah, well, duh. Yes.
We have some things that we're planning
Mm-hmm.
that we can't talk about yet, which I hate that. When people have gone, I'm just saying that I'm planning it. I can't talk about it. But we really can't.
We are starting, and check out the Instagram page. We can talk about that one. Starting in like 3-4 weeks, give or take, we're going to have Research Wednesdays. Because in jiving with, we want to shine other people's lights and expedite research to practice. Something that Erin and I have seen that's kind of, well, to be frank, it just pisses me off. I find it very unprofessional, is how some researchers' work is not accurately presented or portrayed on social media. And that kills me, because some of those are our colleagues that pour their whole hearts and their life's energy into creating research to move the needle forward on how we practice. And for those individuals to not get full credit for their research to be applied to patients that are not appropriate, and all for clicks and likes, it just, oh my gosh, it's just wrong. It's just, So instead of sitting there in the negativity, because I have enough dark Irish in there that I will sit and fester, we always turn it to joy and turn it to good. So on Wednesdays, and we'll have it listed, we've invited the researchers to come on and to actually, like on the First Bite Instagram podcast page, to actually talk about their work. So that a way the misconceptions can stop, and they're accessible. They're there. So we know that these names on the front of articles, they're not just a name. It's a human that loves what they do. And I feel very strongly about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I know that for a lot of young clinicians, it can be overwhelming because there's all this information on social media.
Mm-hmm.
There's all this information everywhere. But one thing I've learned, especially in doing this podcast and in meeting a lot of people, is that find people that you feel are authentic and genuine and you relate to, and people that you want to be around, because those are the people that I trust, and those are the people that are doing this for the right reasons. Because I know so many, especially with feeding, so many people are very desperate for information because there's, not as much out there, which there is a lot of information out there. It might not all be housed in speech pathology. So we have to look outside of our bubble and within other fields and be willing to kind of drop our ego a little bit to understand that there's information that might not be from
speech pathology. And, honestly, that's not taught. So like, I put that back on us as faculty. Like, we have to learn how to present the course material to meet ASH's Big 9, consolidate it into a semester, but also explain how this specific topic relates to interprofessional practice. So like, and that goes for everything. Like an artic or phonology impairment. What is the etiology driving the artic phonology impairment? Are we connecting those dots? Could it be hypertrophy of the adenoids or enlarged palatine tonsils that are changing where the tongue is housed in the mouth? And you could do all the artic phonology therapy you want in the world, but it's not going to make the hill beans difference until they have surgery to address the underlying condition. But are we talking about those red flags and why we need to get to a pediatric ENT that works in this? And I know that CAPSA, the Council of Academic Programs for Communication Sciences and Disorders, which is a thing that I didn't know about until I transitioned into this world. But within Capsid, they have IPP panels for this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting concentrated effort now in programs to teach IPP, but then that goes back to, but are the instructors that are teaching IPP, have they themselves engaged in it to know how to do it? And then when these students come out and we're acting in the role of clinical supervisors, are we teaching that there?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Also, there are so many patients to go around.
Oh my God.
The wait list and access is so absurd. So if we are actually getting to the underlying etiology instead of therapizing all these kids that might not need it.
Is that a word? I love that.
I don't know. I hope so.
Therapizing.
Therapize. I make up a lot of words.
You said I add S to the end of
You
words.
add S to all the things.
No.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Names of things. Like you just feel like there should be an S at the end of them.
Okay. Barry said I do that last night. I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I know I add the word the in front of things, but like.
And sometimes you'll just change them. Just like change a vowel somewhere.
Okay. Squirrel.
It's okay.
It's normal.
It's okay.
Part of us. Yes. Getting all in my feels. Okay. So we have both in the last 6 months had major moves in our lives.
True.
Like huge moves.
Mhm.
So, and then you just got this amazing opportunity. So what is it that you're doing and setting up that's phenomenal?
Well, I'll be inpatient 2 days a week. So I'll be on all the floors. Cardiology, ENT, GI, covering the hospital med floor. And then I'll be helping set up the inpatient to outpatient program. So kids that have been inpatient for surgeries or inpatient for oncology and are staying at the Ronald McDonald House, I'll see them post discharge to kind of help facilitate that transition.
Nice. And what I love is that they want you to focus on doing this through your advanced skill set because you've taken the courses, you've obtained the certs, but with a neurodiversity affirming trauma informed.
Well, and
lens.
here's the thing that I will say.
Folks, you couldn't see it, but her eyebrow just shot real high.
I'm so excited that everybody is talking about neurodiversity affirming care, trauma informed care. Like, I'm so excited. There's a lot of people talking about a lot of things that when I look at their bios and I look at their history of courses, I don't see the training of diving into what trauma-informed care is as a whole or what neurodiversity-affirming care is as a whole. And if you're seeking information, go to the people that have had training that, when I'm seeking information on trauma-sensitive, trauma-informed care, I'm going to Kim Bartel, who has so much advanced training and clinical practice on what that is. And I'm taking that information and then I'm bridging it with my feeding therapy lens, which is why I'm trying to create more courses. I do have one on speech therapy PD, different bites for different brains. Not that I'm plugging myself right now, but I'm just saying it's great to take courses from people and I'm so grateful that people are trying to get that information out there, but sometimes it's really helpful to go to the source. And I would also recommend that you're looking at their bios, that you're looking at where their coursework has come from, because you can get not the best information either. And I think we're talking a lot about what not to do, and that's great. But then what do we do? So there's a lot of courses out there on don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, which is great because we need to know what not to do. But then what do you do?
And that's huge.
And so just make sure to go to the source, see where the information is coming from, look at their bios, look at their CVs, see where their coursework has been. I mean, I've spent the past about 4 years doing my neurodiversity, doing all these courses that are neurodiversity affirming and trauma informed courses, and diving into the research and getting it from I've been learning from psychologists and OTs. I'm not saying that you should take any course from me, but I'm just saying having all of this knowledge, I have this lens of looking at these courses and trying to make sure that if I'm going to take a course from someone, that I know that they've been trained, because
You're an informed consumer.
yeah, especially because this is no joke. Like, you're having this a trauma-informed lens, or as Kim would say, using trauma-sensitive practice, because we all have gone through trauma. It's just important to not take the courses you're taking lightly just because you want the information. And there are a lot of ways to get the information, not from your field. I think occupational therapy has a better grasp on mental health than we do. I mean, it came from mental health. Taking courses from psychologists, a lot of the neurodiversity affirming courses I've taken with Floor Time have been from psychologists, from OTs. We don't have to get all the information from SLPs. I don't know if that was, I feel like that didn't sound that angry, but I just
No, but
I'm seeing it everywhere, and that's great. Like, that's so great, but it's popping up so quickly. I'm like, have these people really taken, because the other thing I will say about neurodiversity affirming and trauma informed care is you have to take a lot of time to really look inward and be very introspective of yourself. And I want to know that the person that's teaching me about that has taken the time to understand themselves as a clinician and their therapeutic presence and sense of self. And that's not a journey that can happen very quickly.
Yep. No, that is incredibly well said. I want to write again. And I love writing, the act of writing. And I love, I don't know, when an idea starts and you just let it consume you, but in the most wonderful way. But in the act of writing, when that happens, I feel like I just kind of shut down everything else around me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But I feel like whenever I go to take on a new project, I have to go through a season of just being a sponge. So one of the projects that we want to talk about, and work on in the next year that Erin and I have talked about, I have to be a sponge, but then I have to be a sponge on peripheral. I need to understand different viewpoints. And so I'm going to go to the periphery and then work my way back to the main idea, if that makes sense. I knew I'd get there, but that's, so I'm sponging right now. I'm reading all these different books. I literally have 4 different books going on, which it's kind of funny to me because I'm on Goodreads. Do you have that app? I love that app. And so I can kind of see what my friends are reading. Also, my one sister-in-law only reads vampire books. My God, I didn't know there was that many vampire books.
Oh yeah.
Vampire love books, novels, whatever. That's just kind of funny. But I'm reading all of these different topics that on the surface don't look like they're related, but they are. And it's pulling me back to the ideas that are nagging in my head.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of my point too, is a lot of, I think the ideas that you've come up with have come from reading books and diving into things that aren't related to our field.
Yes. But
so, don't be afraid. I think people are afraid to bridge outside.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. And find ways that it connects.
Well, Pack Dawson has had a whirlwind of the 6 months. So to be completely frank, everybody's like, so why'd you guys move to Virginia? What happened? We had a season. Late last fall, my husband found out that his department was getting downsized. And his director, wonderful, wonderful human, director came and gave us a heads up and was like, hey, I know you have a family, but after the first of the year, we're basically gutting this whole department. And I wanted to let you know. And so we had talked about moving back to Virginia. I say late last fall, but it was probably August, September timeframe. So maybe late last summer when we found all that out. So Christian, put his resume out into the world. And as luck would have it, and by grace, because he's a phenomenal human, God blessed us. And we had this huge Christmas bonus because he does amazing work. And squirreled it away. And then after the first of the year, we found out his department was getting gutted, and him included. And bless if they didn't give us a phenomenal severance package, including health insurance for almost 4 months. And it was the scariest moments of our lives because you just don't foresee that happening. But we knew it was coming. And even though it was this valley of a season, we had total faith. And God laid out this dream opportunity before him. And it all happened so beautifully that he got the dream job, and his security clearance came through right on my birthday. So we only had like, I think 2 weeks without having to like any study, like PAC-Dawson monies coming in, which is just, that's a very raw, very like, this is the real world. And so then, as we call him Daddy, that's what the boys call my husband. So Daddy moved ahead of us to start the new job here in Virginia, while we literally listed our house on a Friday night, sold it by Sunday morning, had 7-8 offers on it, put the offer on our house, and they signed the contract the next day. And it was like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And in the middle of all of, Christian going ahead, it was kind of like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Because it's a different state.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrifying. That mommy trying to figure out what mommy was going to do was terrifying because, you go to a new place and you don't know, like, what is the world of evidence-based practice? Like, what are they engaging in? I found this amazing private practice, got a job offer, and I was going to do home health. And then a former professor, I had reached out to her and said, hey, I'm moving back to the area. Well, moving back to this area because we had never lived over here before. She was like, oh my God, you got to apply for this job, blah, blah, blah. So I applied, and in less than 2 weeks, as of the 1st, I will be the director for the clinic at James Madison for their SLP program and an assistant professor. And I get to teach the courses that I love and bring peds dysphagia and feeding to a university clinic and in Virginia, which hasn't been done in Virginia history, to my knowledge. And that is amazing to be able to put feeding and AAC, and to be part of this huge program, because JMU is has a huge program. They have undergrad, grad, and PhDs, audiology, speech pathology, online and on campus. And it's just very humbling that we went through this valley of a moment, but God put us where we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, so no pressure, Michelle, don't suck at the new job. But it's just very humbling and joyful. And has this been one heck of a amazing ride. And
so if Michelle hasn't answered your text messages.
So Sarah, I love you. I've been drowning in text messages. Concurrent to all this, Erin and I have been working on authoring something else and co-authoring 2 other things, and had to have all of that. Oh my God, we got the final edits done Friday night.
Really?
Friday night a week ago. I thought it took me a week to recover.
Mm-hmm.
It literally took me a week to recover. Oh my God, we were like a basket case that got him in at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yep.
We did it.
I'm living in a basement.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice basement, but I have an apartment soon, end of August. My aunt and uncle are amazing humans and let me stay in their basement apartment in a really nice house while I figured out where I wanted to live and save money because I bought 2 cars last year. Also, their driveway sucks. And I scratched my new car on the rock wall because it's 2 angles. It's at a freaking 45-degree angle, and the other one's at a 45-degree angle. And there's 2. It's just, and I told my aunt, she was like, everybody's gotten into scrape something in this driveway. Don't worry, but not to get new car insurance because I got into 2 accidents.
Wait, my favorite is she calls and she goes, oh my God, there's a tiny, and I have her on speakerphone because when she calls, she's always on speakerphone, and Christian chimes in, which is just the funniest thing in the world because he's honorary big brother to Erin. And she's like, it's a tiny scratch.
I did not say a tiny scratch. I said it's a big scratch.
No, by the end of it, it sounded like your damn door was falling off of your car. And Christian was like, there goes the property value, Erin. You just lost all of your resale. She's like, Christian. And I'm like,
it's okay. Goose saw it, and Goose goes, you know what? It's not bad. He goes, it won't lose the value of your car. It's a nice sports car.
It's great.
My Hyundai Elantra is a nice sports car to use.
Yes.
It gets 49 miles per gallon, though, when I'm driving on the highway. So,
oh my God.
I just want to pay it off soon.
Goose wants to know when he can start driving lessons. And I was like, let us focus on riding a bike first.
Yeah, he does need to learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah, we got to work that. Okay, wait. when we bought the house here, we haven't told people like what happened here.
Oh yeah.
So we bought the house and we found out, and the people that lived here before us left behind 3 giant Flemish lops.
Mhm.
So we had to pay all the monies to have somebody else's bunny rabbits rescued, which was for the freaking birds. So we had the bunny rabbits rescued. Then we found out that they butchered hogs in the basement of the house down this creepy concrete alleyway that is like not lit. So there's this weird smell. We found out that there were cameras in the shower and in our walk-in closet because girl's washing her hair and she looks up and there's a camera staring back at me from the light that was not disclosed in the whatever the contract is when you buy the house.
Mhm.
They didn't put that in there. So Christian was like, I was like, baby, what is looking at me in the shower? And he goes, baby, why don't you go ahead and get out of the shower now? And so then he went through and it was a closed loop circuit, terminated in the office. He has removed all of the things, but what the hey? And the one in the closet, thankfully, had been painted over when they like repainted the house when we had that redone. It was very traumatic. What else did we have? We had a bunch of trees taken down. What else? There was just so much.
Mhm.
Christian just
The garage doors fell.
Oh, we had to replace all 3 garage doors. One of them, we literally were here the very first day, and I kid you not, a giant windstorm came, and I was like taking a picture of Christian because he was being cute and funny, and so I was flirting with him, taking his picture, and I caught it on camera when the garage door bit the dust because of the windstorm, because it wasn't properly mounted, because the person who did things to this house didn't do them very well, but like neither here nor there. But we now have 3 new garage doors and motors and engines. We have a new garbage disposal, a new dishwasher. What else? All the things. Oh my God, we've spent all the things. But it looks really lovely. Oh, and we saged it. So we blessed it, we saged it. So it's safe now. So there's like no murdery pigs or ghosts hanging out. And that's important. So cameras are gone, murder pig ghosts are gone, and it smells a lot better. So we're getting there. But I think that's it. It's been a very dramatic. This has been a lot.
Yeah.
This has been a lot. I'm just like, wow, no wonder we're exhausted.
Mhm.
But this has been fun. I love the new colors.
Yeah, I like that.
The new colors are great. And the curtains. I got velvet curtains, people, because I'm sensory seeking. And when I sit on the velvet couch, I can pet the velvet for the curtains. And I like that texture.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm. I think that's it. So 5 years later,
Mhm.
we've each had moves.
Yep.
Career
I've had
changes.
1, 2, 3 city moves.
Okay.
I've had 5 or 6 moves.
Oh my God. Okay. We've had all of that. We've lost teeth, gotten teeth.
Mhm.
Bear's graduated speech therapy. Goose has graduated speech therapy. Haven't quite mastered the bike, but we're getting there.
Mhm.
We're working on our core and our vestibular.
I've lost 3 grandparents.
You've lost 3 grandparents. Yep. Oh. Mm-hmm. We've had grand adventures. This has been lovely. So, before we get super in the rest of our feels, we are going to bid everybody adieu to go have, I made cake. I made lemon blueberry cake with lemon icing with fresh blueberries and lemon twist on top because, again, I do make good foods. So we're going to go do that. But thank y'all. Thank you for being with us while we've grown, while our families have grown and changed and evolved, and for celebrating the mountaintops and mourning with us when we're in the valleys. And that's life. But we want y'all to know that we are incredibly grateful. And we don't take it for granted how richly blessed this has been and the opportunity to shine other people's lights. Like it is an honor to have these guests on and to share them and their gifts with the world. So thank you for being a part of First Bite. We have more goodness planned, and I don't think Dog's going to make it the next 5 years, but girlfriend has held in strong. She's literally laying on both of our laps as we sit next to the camera or the microphone. Oh my God, words are hard. Yes, so stay tuned. join us for some fun live guest on the First Bite Instagram account. And thank you, thank you, thank you.